are more relevant than your facts. Yes, why Karen's feelings are more relevant than your facts. These are giant sunflowers. They grow about 12 feet tall. They're heirloom sunflowers. They've been grown the same way, no GMO, no messing around like that. They're edible. This one is so big and it has so much water on it. We're cutting it off today. They're edible and they're replantable. So, yeah, giant sunflowers. Yeah, so today we're talking why Karen's feelings are more relevant than your facts, all right? So, and the Karen apocalypse, like why has the cops used Karen to harass citizens? Literally, like they should be training the dispatch on who Karen is. But the cops do not want to not go to those calls. The whole thing with a police agency is they say, oh, they have to show up for every call. They do not have to show up for every call. The police have to show up for crimes. Like they should know what a Karen call is and what a crime is. And they shouldn't be just spending the city resources on Karens. This is a tree somebody carved, but it's coming down soon because it's rotted out. It's been there for so long. So what these people do is see something, say something, right? There's the see something, say something culture now. So that see something, say something culture wasn't to keep the citizens safe. That see something, say something culture is just to swell up the police budgets. Like it's not about keeping you safe. They're not coming to keep you safe. See something, say something. Oh yeah, like they don't really care too much about you. Where did my dog go? Hey, puppy. Mika, come on, let's go. Go for a walk. Come on, let's go for a walk, baby. She don't want to go for our walks, man. I walked way too much yesterday. I walked for like an hour and 21 minutes talking, and she doesn't want to go on our walk no more. She's like, buddy, you're walking for an hour and 21 minutes talking to your friends. Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on, yeah. Okay. So yeah, like Karen can call on some children at a lemonade stand and three police officers show up. So if you're thinking that see something, say something culture is to protect society, it's not to protect society. It's to swell up the police budgets so the police answer every single call, like with all their military gear on. Like, it's like, why are we paying for this? Why are we paying for them to come and brutalize us over the smallest things? Like, there in my city, there is 137 different, say, laws. Like, say, if you don't cut your grass, they can come and give you a fine of $105. Say you have something that's on the walkway there, that would be illegal too because you're blocking a pathway. There's another $105 fine. So say if this person over here, I'm not saying they care about the person across from them, didn't like their neighbor, well, they could just call the cops or the bylaw officer about some noise. Oh man, somebody's noisy. And then they send like 5 cops. Like literally, I was around the corner over here and I seen a Karen call the cops on somebody over a crowbar. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for the chats. Thanks for the love. I seen a cop parked around the corner. Right, he was parked around the corner there, and I thought they were doing traffic stop on the highway. I thought they were doing a radar thing on the highway. So I was just gonna catch a video. I was gonna catch a video of somebody getting pulled over speeding, right? So they're like 2 cops there, they're parked, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I go down the road, I'm like waiting for them at this hotel down the road, and then the next thing you know, 3 cops pull into the hotel. 3 cops pull into the hotel. They all had to drive a half an hour each for 2 grown men, about 50 years old, arguing about a missing crowbar. Literally arguing about a missing crowbar. Two grown men had three cops show up. The video's in my profile, guys. I think it's called Sapphire Motel. Yeah, Sapphire Motel, man. It's like the most hillbilly shit you'll ever see. The cop tried to attack me twice. And that's where it comes. Like, these Karen calls, they get escalated, right? And then it gets put into the court system, where the court system is eating up the taxpayers' money over a neighbor dispute, right? So a lot of the times, okay, if there's a neighbor dispute, we've seen this in every country. The cops can't figure out the neighbor dispute. They can't get the neighbors to stop arguing or stop calling, and there's no criminality going on, but they cannot stop the neighbors from arguing. What they do is they just go with the biggest Karen, who will go to court and rat out the other guy, and they just, right, they just make it a criminal issue, right? So if you'll see in the video, I'm over here at this hotel, and these two guys are arguing after the cop gets the crowbar back for the one guy. So the one guy's like, "Why'd you send the cops to my door? Da 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 da. You could have just asked me for your crowbar." And the other guy's like, "I had to leave." So literally, the guy had to go somewhere and wanted his crowbar back and called the cops. So the one guy starts yelling at the other guy to stop, don't come near my door, da da da. And I literally had to tell the cop, because I seen them getting all anxious, like they were just going to arrest one of them for a little argument after all the whole situation panned itself out, you know? So I had to tell the cop, I had to be like, "Hey, officer, I'm not disturbed," because what these police will do once a Karen calls them, they will try to get you to unlawfully comply by being nice or giving unlawful suggestions. But once you do not go along with their unlawful suggestion or whatever they're trying to dictate to you, then it comes down to the, we've got to have a charge, a panacea charge. A panacea is a one size fits all, you know? Like, we're going to say, you disturbed the peace because you said fuck off and it was a little bit too loud. So literally, I had to tell the cop that I'm the only civilian there and that I'm not disturbed and that they're not disturbing the peace. I'm like, I'm actually here for this. I'm here to see people argue with my camera, and I'm here to catch pictures of the cops. So there is no disruption going on right now. Sorry guys, my dog's just using the washroom on this corner. I don't really rush her. If she wants to smell a corner for like an hour, I don't even care. There ain't nothing there but just a bush, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna rush my dog. So yeah, they'll use these Karens to swell up the budget because, guys, a police budget, they get a budget for the year, right? So say their budget is $10 for the whole year. Well, every time that they do a call, they also get money for each of them calls. So this see something, say something culture is not about saving society. Like police, they do their job, yes, to a certain degree, but they are really just glorified paper pushers. And nowadays, they're not even doing that. Like, I had somebody steal my luggage. I got back from traveling, and I left my luggage in the car. I forgot to lock the car, and took my luggage, had a credit card in there, and they spent money on my credit card. And I called the cops, and they told me just to go on the internet and report the crime on the internet. I waited months. I went to the Tim Hortons. I went to the coffee shop that the criminal spent the money on my credit card. I went to the coffee shop and I was like, "Yo, save the video, so the cops are coming." I already got in touch with the cops. Month after month, I went back to that Tim Hortons and I talked to the manager, and I tried to get the video myself, but the manager said she couldn't give me the video, and that she only could give the video to the cops. I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Come on, mama." I'm like, "The guy stole my credit card, used my credit card, and you're not even going to give me the video, and the cops are not even going to show up to get the video." You know what the cops told me? Just to claim my insurance, because they know your car insurance will cover it. They know your credit card will cover it, so they don't even care. They didn't even go and get the video. Like, that's how. Oh, look at this, guys. We got some decorations for Halloween. Yeah, man, my city lights up for Halloween. We got, come on, mama, come on, come on, here. Yes, so, hey, come on, 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 come on.
People don't appreciate you videoing everything.
It's okay, buddy, thank you. I don't video you, I'm videoing my dog. I don't even know why you want to be on camera. Now you want to be on camera. I don't understand that. People don't appreciate you videoing everything. Well, why do they have all this pretty stuff? Come here, mama. Come here. People don't appreciate you video everything. Yeah, it's Halloween's coming up, guys. They do it good up in this community. But there are a lot of bitchy people here, man. This is like a very, very toxic neighborhood. Like my dog used the washroom on that corner right there. Come on, mama. Come on. On that corner. And the lady from that house started yelling at me, pick up after your dog. I'm like, the dog's not even done pooing. And like, I did pick up after my dog. But she yelled at me and I told her to not sit on the couch or not sit on the TV and watch the couch. And I told her not to eat yellow snow. I told her to look both ways before she crossed the road. I told her not to join any criminal organizations. And I guess now her son or her husband wants to yell at me about, and not everybody wants you to videotape their stuff. Well, dude, don't have nice stuff in your yard. I don't know what you're telling me to do, man. Like, I watch it with my own eyes. I come on my morning walk every morning. And that's what I mean. That guy right there is going to call the cops. He's going to say I threatened him or some kind of neighbor disruption. And the cops are going to come here. 300-400 cops are going to come with their military tanks and their helicopters and be like, oh my God, somebody's recording Halloween decorations. I don't know if you could, I don't know if you heard that guy, but I was across the street there and then I was walking across with my dog and I was saying, let's go look at those Halloween decorations. And the guy's like, not everybody wants you to be recording them. Well, I'm not recording nobody. Look, we got a John Deere store here, man. They sell all these, come on, mama. They sell all these things, man. Like, fucking, this shit's so expensive, man. I want to get one of these so I can go and get my wood. I have a wood stove. Get one of these, man. So maybe I get one of these for my YouTube channel, man. Go be cutting down some wood stove and stuff, man. That shit's some nice shit right there, guys. That's brand new. That's nice. Anybody know how much one of these is worth? Like 50, 60,000? 50 grand? Honda. Man, it's nice. Come on, mama. Let's go. So yeah, the cops were parked there, right? When the Karen call at the hotel happened. The Karen call at the hotel happened. So there were two of them parked right there. There was two parked right there. And then all of a sudden they left. Like, I went down there because I thought they were doing traffic stops, right? So I went down there. Come on, mama. Come on. Come on. All right. Nice bike. So I went down there because I thought they were getting cars coming from that way. And I had a sign with, like, the police on it, right? So I was like, yeah, no, the cops are down there, da-da-da. So I got out of my car. I go to walk onto the highway right over there. And I go to walk on the highway, and by the time I get to the highway, the cops are already driving into the hotel. So I'm like, oh shit, they're here fucking for me. I was like, maybe they were waiting there to come to my house down there, and then I thought maybe they seen me drive by and go over there. Okay, wait, mama, wait. So I'm like, wow, I can't believe that they're already here for me and shit. But they were here for two people arguing over a crowbar. 3 cops going for 2 grown men arguing over a crowbar. Like, literally, I wish I could have just knew about that and went there and gave the guy $50, told him to go buy a new crowbar, and come on, let's go this way. Let's go see if the big boat's in the back. Yeah, so I was like, fuck, man, that's like $1,000 in wasted resources. The whole story's on my channel. So these Karens see something, say something. Now the police budgets swell every year, right? Oh my God, this guy, his music went up. And then the next year they have all this extra money. So they go buy all these fancy little tanks and other things to suppress the citizenry. It's so crazy that we just let them get away with all of this abuse of our money. All these politicians abuse our money. The police abuse our money. We go in and we ask for a simple form. They don't even want to give it to us. Nowadays, they just want us to download all of our stuff on the internet, print it all up ourselves. They don't want to take no responsibility. Like, but yeah, these Karens, man, these Karens, like this Karen right here. I didn't know I was going to run into a Karen today, guys. Guys, you could actually accuse me of setting that up. Like, you could be like, God damn it, you're talking about Karens and you're walking with your dog and all you're doing is videotaping some pretty decorations right here for Halloween, and the guy starts yelling at you. You know, like, oh, nobody wants to be on camera. Then why are you approaching a camera? Like, literally, you just approached a camera of a guy you know who live streams. Voted the most livable city in the world each year. Verner, Ontario, yes. Where in Austria are you? Ned, what's going on, Ned? Taylor, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me, man. Yeah, but this guy right in this house, man, his wife, my dog was pooing right there. I don't know how his wife knew because that tree was there, but she started screaming at me, man. Make sure you pick up after your dog. I'm like, dude, it's not even your area. It's not even your yard. Like, their yard is behind them hedges. Their yard is behind them hedges. So if somebody poops here, like there's a poop right there from a dog. Like, it's not mine. That's not mine. That's not mine. I've got my bags right here. I don't understand these people. A guy down there, another neighbor, he chased me, man, chased me. But I put a video up on it about him that wasn't really, it's exaggerated a little bit. He just did something that I didn't like, and I caught it on video, but I kind of exaggerated it. But I didn't think he had TikTok, and I didn't think he would see the video. He seen the video immediately, and my next day I'm walking, he starts chasing me down there. He's like, man, why are you putting videos of me on TikTok? And I'm like, oh shit. I took the video down because, man, the guy looked like Gorilla Monsoon. He looked like he would never even be on any kind of social media, but he had a couple like ATVing, like videos of him with his ATV going around and stuff. And yeah, I was like, okay, well, he had a couple videos. He changed his name to Screws Loose News, and he put a picture of me up. He trolled me good in the comment sections. He trolled me good, man. He's like, Screws Loose News, has a picture of me up there. I just laughed. I messaged him. I apologized. I don't film citizens. I film the government. But if a citizen does something stupid, like, I don't like bad apples. All right. I don't like bad apple citizens. I don't like bad apple politicians. I don't like bad apple police. I don't like bad apple rich people. So I don't care what kind of bad apple you are. I'll put you on my channel. But I'm not out there trying to get reactions from Karens, right? Like, literally, you guys could accuse me of setting that up. I hope somebody's in the comment section accusing me. Thank you for being here, guys. I love you. Like my stuff, man. Like my stuff. I usually don't ask, but somebody told me I should ask. Or no, I should say the word like, because it glows up the like on my screen or something, on your screen. And I guess that signals you to do something. With, like, you know what I mean? Like subliminal messaging, you know, oh, like my stuff. And then the little thing should glow or something. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Follow this creator, man. I'm new at this, but I'm not giving up, man. I'm doing pretty good here, man. I like this filming everybody who's a bad apple deal. I've got 5 years of videos that I've saved up that I didn't put on the internet. But now that the bad apples are just getting out of control because there's no consequences. The only consequences is shaming them. And I guess we're going to have to shame them. My Bubba, you don't want to walk today. Look how my dog's so depressed. She's so depressed from the she's like, I can't go on an hour walk today. Baby, this is my podcast. So yeah, so somebody told me I should put these videos up on the podcast on YouTube. So I'm going to do that because we've got to expose these Karens who are calling the cops over and over and over again. Literally, I've had code enforcement come down that street 6 times. I've had the building inspector come down there. I've had the fire marshal come down there. I've had the electrical safety authority come down there. I've had cops come down there 6 times. There was a SWAT team parked from that corner all the way down to the end of my house once, just because Karen's calling the cops on me. And the cops not being able to solve the argument and being like, okay, well, that's a Karen who has a job, and you're a person who doesn't have a job, who has a past, so we're just going to deal with the Karen the way they deal with the Karen. Karen is always right, and the person that is a little bit confrontational is the one that needs to be unlawfully detained or given unlawful orders. Like if you see, I went to a city called North Bay, and I wanted to talk to the mayor about a no camera policy he has, right? So there's a no camera policy throughout the whole city. So I'm waiting by the elevator for the mayor. The mayor calls the cops on me like a Karen. Instead of taking a meeting with me and letting me ask him 2 questions, the cop calls, the mayor calls the cops like a Karen. The cop drove 40 minutes from North Bay, Ontario to Verner, Ontario, come down that road, the video is on my channel, come down that road and tells me that I can't film the mayor, I can't go and ask for appointments with the mayor, and I can't film the cops in that city, or they'll charge me with harassment. They'll charge me with harassment for following the mayor with a camera if I want to ask him a question. What's going on, guys? Sandra Johnson, hello. Melanie, hello. What's going on, ladies? How are you today? So yeah, me and my dog's out here. Usually I'd be watching the screen, but I gotta watch my dog. I don't have her on a leash and stuff, and it's not about me. It's about the message, right? I'm only here as a messenger. I'm not here as like, I don't want to be famous or anything like that. I don't even care about all of that, man. I don't care if one person watches my video and one person just hears the message that, you know what I mean? Don't be a Karen. Don't be like all these other Karens. Because what happens is that when the cops come, sometimes things don't de-escalate. They're not trained in de-escalation, right? You're having a problem with your neighbor. There's a little bit of noise. Well, you know, sometimes you got to put up with a little bit of noise. You can't just call the cops every time. Sometimes you got to just put up with your neighbors. We're all living in this world together. I'm sure there's something you do that annoys your neighbor. But the cops don't see it that way, you know? If these people don't call, the cops would have no job. Just like that Crowbar incident. They go to incidents like the 2 men arguing over the crowbar that I captured on video. There's a full video of it on my channel. It's the last video I uploaded, where I seen 3 cops go to a hotel and solve a problem. It took them 40 minutes to solve a problem about a crowbar, a missing crowbar, because some guy wanted to go somewhere and didn't want to knock on the other guy's door. And so he called the cops on the guy. Like literally 3 cops are there dealing with this. And then the cops try to attack me because of my camera. Like literally, the interaction started great. Started talking to the cop. I'm like, you know, da 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 da. Where are you from? Blah 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 blah. And then the next thing you know, once they know it's me with the camera, they talk about it. I guess somebody from the station tells them to get their phone, and the next thing you know, the guy's sticking his hand out in my face, approaching me. I'm 25 feet away from the cop, and the cop wants to attack me. Then it turned out that I knew, hello gentlemen, it turned out that I knew one of the guys who had the crowbar, and the other guy called the cops on him. So I knew that guy, right? So I'm like, hey, I know you. Like, I tell the cops I know him, and the cops are like, yeah, he knows me. So once they're finished talking to that guy, and once they get the crowbar off that guy, I go over to interview him, like, hey, man, I can't believe 3 cops came here for a $20 crowbar. And he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But as I'm walking towards him, the cop starts running towards me. I literally turn around, and you see the cop, like, taking 2 steps towards me. And then my friend tells him, like, hey, wait, that's my friend. Don't attack my friend. See where these Karen calls could lead to, like, you know, anything happening. And they want you to call on your sick son, your sick daughter. They want to come there with force. They want you to call about, oh, your son needs some help and da da da. They want you to call them, and they can show up with the medical or the military force instead of the medical training, so they can swell the budget. And there's another thing right there, right? They want you to call on your daughters or your sick brother or your sick dad or whatever it is, so they can show up and be like, we're going to serve and protect you if you listen to us. But sometimes when the cops show up for these mental illness calls, the guy's in the worst distress of his life, and there's nobody trained to help that guy. You know what I mean? So it ends up being, your parents aren't a caring, you're trying to get some help, but it all comes down to the police not caring about helping. They only care about swelling up the budget for next year. Go ahead. They only care about swelling up the budget for next year, right? It's the same with, like, say, children protective services or children's aid or whatever it's called in your country. Like, yeah, okay, they're there for the children. Like, I believe in helping children, but I believe that if they don't take more children this year than last year, their budget goes down. Nobody's in it for having their budget go down. Like, nobody, not any government, they're all corporations, right? It's all of corporations, so they're not in it for their government to go down. This guy right here called the cops on me too. I subpoenaed him to court. He had to come to court for 3 days. Had to come to court for 3 days, guys. The Crown Attorney, the prosecutor, he's a Karen, right? He met a girl that lived right beside me, and boom, we were friends, and then all of a sudden, he's thinking with his wrong head, and he wants to call the cops and tell the cops the lies about me. So I'm like, okay, you told a whole bunch of lies about me, and you're coming to court. Drop them off a subpoena. He's in court for 3 days. Guess who didn't have to come to court? The cops. I subpoenaed like 15 cops to come to court. Guess who they told that they were going to drop the charges? 17 months of trial, 20 different court dates, 15 cops subpoenaed. They told the cops not to come to court. They're like, oh, we're just going to drop the charges at trial. Sit, wait, stay. We're just going to drop the charges at trial. So this Karen had to miss 3 days' work. He had to get people to work his business just to come to court with me. And just to sit there, and the Crown Attorney had no respect to call them. They knew their numbers, they knew all their information, had no respect to call them and tell them that the trial was going to be canceled and they didn't have to be there. Yeah, no respect at all for the Karens that do call. You know what I mean? Swell up their budget, but not even care about your budget, right? So it's kind of crazy up in this fucking country, man. Thanks for joining me. I don't know where you're from. Door-to-door salesman on YouTube, or is this a Mormon? I'm a Mormon. Moron. Oh, I thought I said moron. A cold place in the winter. Cops don't give... No, they don't give a F, man. What's up, Lennon? What's up, YouTuber? What? I love that name. Selfish people these days. Nothing new. England. I'm from Verner, Ontario. This is one of them little spots that you can go in. You can buy fresh... vegetables that are grown in the backyard and stuff like that. I live in Verner, Ontario, guys. 1,000 people. We've got a grocery store. We've got a hardware store, bank, post office, library, liquor store, restaurant, gas station. 1,000 people only. About 300 houses. So yeah, there's a lot of Karens in this frickin' neighborhood, guys. A lot of Karens in this neighborhood, man. Every time I go out, I'm yelled at, man. Like earlier in this live stream, guys, I'm walking down the road and I see some Halloween decorations and I go over to videotape them, and a guy is leaving for work and he starts yelling at me about not everybody wants you to record their stuff. Well, don't have nice stuff. What am I going to do? Just record my face? Nobody wants to see my face. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. I know you guys probably want to see my face more often. But these gardens is what I like walking and I like looking at on my walk in the morning. This is how I use my life And the time in my life, we have 86,400 seconds in life, right? And this is how I use my 86,400 seconds wisely. I walk with my dog. I cuddled and played with my dog all morning. I cooked her food. She gets fresh chicken cooked every day with Beneful, canned dog food in it. The best canned dog food. And one of the best ones there that's just at the grocery store that's local. So yeah, she's fucking spoiled, man. That's my life. Spoil my dog, walk, talk. So usually I'm just walking with all my thoughts. Now I get to walk with my thoughts in 397 champions, right? 397 champions who want to expose corruption and expose the system that is taking advantage of all of the people. Like the system is taking advantage of all of you and me just for our tax dollars. Like they literally want you to work from when you're 15 years old till when you're 65 years old. And if you have any hardship in between and ask for a handout, you're a communist, right? But if the bank goes down, they're not communists. We're just going to give them all the people's money, right? So it's a messed up system. So thank you for being here. Thank you. I expose it on different chats, but today we're here about Karens and exposing Karens and trying to get people not to be a Karen, right? So if you have a problem with your neighbor, let's not call the cops, guys. Let's discuss things. Like, look it. Even in my community, I wish those people would not have called the bylaw officer on me 6 times, the building inspector, the mayor, the fire marshal. I wish they would have just came up and talked to me. I would have been closer with all of my community down there. Thank God I have 2 good neighbors who seen all the crap that I went through, and they're really, really good to me and good to my dog. So Pakistan, wow, Pakistan. Let's look at this. Is a crab apple tree, man. Crab apple tree. Boom. It's like little apples. Little apples, crab apples they're called, man. I bet you don't see that up in Pakistan. I don't know. Maybe you do have little apples like that. Come on, Bubba's. My dog wants to walk home. Come on, let's go on the way home. I'm going to go back this way. 726 champions here. You guys are loved. You guys are all special. You guys don't want to be a Karen. You don't want to call the cops. You don't want to call the cops on your family members. You don't want to call the cops on anybody. You don't want to give them an excuse to show up at your house with military weapons. Like literally, we do need something like England. Like I know somebody from England was in the chat right now, and I seen a video today on the internet where there was a guy with a crossbow in England, where he actually boom at one of the cops with the crossbow and hit the cop. And these are unarmed police officers, right? So they're unarmed police officers, and the unarmed police officer ran away and just called an armed police officer who showed up with a machine gun and took care of business. Put one in the person's abdomen when the guy tried to use the crossbow on the dog. But like that's what I mean. Like I'm surprised we don't have unarmed police like in England. I don't think we should. What's up, Brantford? Thanks for being here. 457 champions. You guys are champions against corruption, man. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Like the stream. Go watch a couple of my videos, man. And most of the stuff I talk about while I'm walking has actually happened to me, and it's all in the video section. So yeah, you don't want to be a Karen, guys. You don't want to call armed men to come to your door. We need a different style of police force in Canada where there's non-armed police and armed police, like in England. Like, do you not think England is more dangerous than Canada? Do you not think like all the terrorist stuff that happens in England and all the, they're like the, I don't know, subways get terrorists going boom in the subway and stuff, but there's all kinds of that going on over there, but they still have unarmed police who show up for neighbors' disputes, you know what I mean? Instead of cops with military weapons. Like that's what we need in every country, even in the USA. But they say, oh, officer safety over civilian safety. Officer safety? What the fuck? What the hell? You got a whole bunch of amped up toxic energy people who are sociopaths who gravitated to a career that they can put the boot on your neck. I do not believe in that. Why are we not sending a nurse with two unarmed people to go help your son or your daughter who's in medical distress? Like literally, they're just asking for medical help. And instead of sending a doctor to help them with their brain, they send a doctor and put a toe tag on their toe. You know what I mean? Send some men, and the next thing you know, they're dragging your son or daughter out with a toe tag. So they're, never ever, if any of your family is in mental stress or whatever, if they're not hurting themselves, they're not actively hurting somebody else, try to deal with it in a different way. We need to get away from calling the police for every single feeling that gets hurt. Yes, feelings. And the cops know it too. It's like, okay, somebody's feelings is hurt. Woo, woo, wee, woo, wee, woo. Wee, woo, wee, woo. Somebody's feelings are hurt. Let's go. 5-alarm fucking fire. Like, why can't we call the fire department when one of our loved ones is in distress? Or there's a noise complaint? Oh, the neighbor upstairs is a little loud. But we got to call the bylaw officer, and bylaw officer has powers to give you tickets and everything else, and call the cops on you and send military people there. It's crazy. Like, I've literally had cops show up at my house. Not my house. I was at my brother's apartment. I was staying at my brother's apartment for a couple months during COVID, and I had a speaker about the size of my fist, and I was playing some reggae music. About 6 o'clock at night, I had 2 police officers come to my door. They're like, well, we can hear it out in the hallway out here. I was like, well, that's okay. I hear people walking by my door all the time talking. Like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's not illegal to annoy somebody. Like, okay, you might be annoyed walking by my door there for 2 seconds, but that's not illegal, and that's no reason to send 2 police officers to my door. Like, oh, can you open your door? It was during COVID too. They thought I was having a party or something. Oh, can you open the door? I'm like, I'm not opening the door for you. Like, you guys have got to be crazy. And like, I wasn't having a party, man. I came back from Jamaica. On the last flight from Jamaica, I came back to Canada because I didn't want to get stuck in Jamaica, because like, I didn't know if this shit was real or fake, or if I was going to get affected by it or not. And I just didn't want to be in any country that was in Canada, man. I was like, fuck, man, I ain't getting sick nowhere. Mostly if I can't get a plane home. Like, I was having a good time in Jamaica, way better than fucking Canada, man. And the winter's coming, buds. I need to make $1 million off this YouTube thing, and do an iShow speed throughout the Caribbean. Yeah, man. I gotta get where are we gonna be at? 1 million followers by the time winter comes around, guys. We got a couple months to get to a million subscribers, guys. Come on, share some love, share the content. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, man. So what we got to do is we got to change the culture of policing. We've got to we've got to pay taxes to hire better police officers, and to make a better system where, once a Karen call, we got to tell dispatchers. We got to really teach dispatchers to avoid Karens, right? We got to, like, okay, well, Karen's calling about whatever, this issue, why can't we have the dispatcher talk them through something, right? Why do we got to send the police there for a crowbar? Why couldn't the dispatcher talk to the person about the crowbar at the hotel? 2 grown men arguing about 1 crowbar, 3 police officers had to show up. Like, there's got to be a better way than that. Like, those police officers had to drive a half an hour each to get to this motel. Come on, mama. I'm gonna cut through this lot right here because there's some ladies talking over there. I don't want to really bother them. Come on, mama, let's go. So yeah, well, there's got to be a way better way, man, than letting Karens be. Come on, mama. Than let Karens be the one who's going to dictate the rest of your life. Like, it's got to be facts over feelings. Like, it's like the cops just show up to enforce feelings nowadays. Like, if somebody's feelings are hurt, they're just going to be like, okay, whose feelings are hurt the worst? Did you want to come home, or you want to keep walking? Well, let's go then. Go see your friend. You want to go see your friend Ivy? Go see Ivy. All right. My dog has two best friends down here. She does really good in life. I found her like 2.5 years ago. I just let her do whatever she wants. She wants to go to her friends. She usually goes over to her friends from about 10 o'clock in the morning till about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock there. I don't mind. I just cook for her. I'm just here for her food. So this was a Karen. A lady moved in here, called the cops on me the first day she moved in. Cops came to my house, and I'm like, why are you here? Well, she came to the police station and she said she was scared of you. A different lady lives there now. She said she's scared of you. So I asked the cop, what did she say she's scared of? And the cop looked at me really stupid. And I knew instantly that the cop didn't ask her what she was scared of. He just said, oh my God, she's scared. Let's go. Let's go. Hero. You know, hero vibe. You know what I mean? So he drove all the way here, about 40 minutes. No, about 20 minutes. 20-minute drive. He drives all the way to my house, right? And he comes to my door and he says, hey man, don't go on her property and don't talk to her. I'm like, I've never really talked to her. I had some weed plants in my yard, this and that, reggae music. I think she just scared. I'm like, I never really talked to her, I've never been in her yard. I'm not going to talk to her. She seems pretty freaking crazy. So I'm just going to mind my own business, right? But I kept asking him, what did I do? Like, tell me what I did to her so I don't do that again. Like, I've got to know the action she said I did that she's uncomfortable with. Did I say hi to her wrong when she moved in? Did I wave at her? Is it my weed plants? You know what I mean? Is it because my house is under construction and hers isn't? I'm like, cop walked away. So immediately I emailed him, right? My dog's waiting to go in. Immediately I emailed him, right? And I said, you've got to tell me what I did that is a disturbance, or that is whatever she doesn't like. You know what I mean? Please just tell me what I did so I don't do that action again, so you do not have to come here. And all he said in his reply back is, you've been warned for harassment. Don't go on her property. Don't talk to her. So immediately I knew what they were doing. They were just coming here for to arrest me for harassment, right? They didn't care if I did anything. They don't care if you do something. They just need the call. They really do need the call. So they came, they warned me. I already figured it out. I emailed him. I emailed his boss. I thought it was all over with. You're not going to tell me what I did, then obviously, like, the judge is going to ask you why you didn't answer that question. You know what I mean? So summer goes by. I'm having a barbecue here. She comes over, she insults me like 3 times in front of all the neighbors. I don't say anything, just play it off, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden she starts talking about, oh, you're on disability and I see you building your house. You should be out working. You should be out working if you can build your house. If you got 2 arms, and she didn't say 2 arms and 2 legs, but you know, she thinks because I got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, I should be out working, right? I get upset. I go to my yard. I get into my property. I turn around. I'm like, fuck you, fucking asshole, blah, 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 right? But I'm in my yard. You cannot charge me with disturbing the peace in my own yard. So she goes and calls the cops on me. Cops show up again. I tell them. I said, go talk to the neighbor. She called me a fucking retard, told me she pays my bills. Like I told her too before I left the barbecue. I said, oh, excuse me, ma'am. I said, my bills are all paid. I don't have a mortgage on my house. I own my car, my bike, my everything. And I'm like, I already know your situation. Like, you just bought a brand new house, overpaid for it. You don't have a job. You're behind on your bills. I already know. Like, you can't even pay your bills. What do you mean you're paying my bills? All my bills are paid. Like, literally, I've never had a debt in my life. So I leave, I go home, I tell her to fuck off. The cops show up again. The cop's like, well, I could charge you with disturbing the peace, noise complaint, or whatever. So I tell them, all right, we'll do whatever you've got to do. Excuse me, guys. Cops leave. Leave. 20 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for a walk. Ba, 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 ba. I have a good buzz going in there. I just smoke, you know what I mean? Not even wearing any shoes, socks, or nothing. I just like walking on the earth and getting to charge the energy from the earth, you know what I mean, sometimes. So I'm out here, nice summer day, midnight, walking, boom, cops come grab me right here. You're drunk in public, da 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 da, because they're mad because I wouldn't listen to their unlawful demands and everything, and get along with my neighbor who just called me a retard and everything, right? So I'm like, no, man, I'm not getting along with her, man. Like, her dogs bark all day, like 24 hours a day, come into my yard. Ran into my house once because I always leave my screen door open. So I'm like, putting a speaker in my backyard with dogs barking, a little speaker size of a cup. And she took a picture of my speaker in her backyard, sent it to the police officer. The police officer came and charged me with mischief, interrupting the use and enjoyment of her property. When you can't even hear the speaker on her property, like, they'll just give you a warning, and then anything you do after that, that's why they need these Karens. They'll come, give you the harassment warning. Cop came right here, told me if I film the mayor again, if I film the police again in a certain city, they're going to charge me harassment. So they only have to give you that one warning, whether it's lawful or not. And then the second time they come, you've already been warned. It's not the officer that's going to come who gave the unlawful warning. He's just writing that down in the book. Then it's a second officer who comes who said, oh, I read that one in the book, and now it's again, so let's get him again. And they keep on building up these bullshit cases to put in front of the courts, right? So they're using these Karens for job security and to swell the budget. But really what's happening is they're getting cameramen, they're getting neighbor disputes going to court, and then the courts are so backed up that they got to let the real criminals go. Like, literally, in where I'm at, okay, the people who are in charge of the courts and everything, where I'm at, 50% of the charges, more than 50% of the charges that police file against, sorry guys, hey, 50% of the charges that the police lay against the people in Canada are dismissed before they reach trial. Let me tell you that again. 50% of the charges the police lay against the people in Ontario, Canada, are dismissed before they get to trial. Man, I just dropped from 700 to 200, man. My connection went bad. Whenever I come back to my house, guys, my connection connects to my house on my internet. Even though I turned the button off, I'm just turning my whole internet off the next time at the house, because I just lost 400 people that I was talking to, and now I just lost my train of thought. But anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Like the stream, like the thing, follow the creator. I go on a walk every morning. I try to make it about an hour walk. And I like to talk about things that are already in my videos, right? So the story about the person with the crowbar, the Karen that called about the crowbar, and 3 cops came to the hotel. That's the last video I just watched, or that I just uploaded. So, and I'm putting all these walks that I'm going on podcasts soon. I just got to get on my laptop, and I got to learn how to do it. But you'll be able to listen to them all on podcasts, man. I'm going to be releasing videos every morning, I think, up until the winter time. But then I might go to a nice warm location, so we might be walking on a beach with my dog this year. It all depends how everything does. I'm almost at my 4,000 hours that I'm going to need. I'll definitely be monetized before winter time, so I'm definitely going to be doing travel videos, because I'm not really into leaving my house in the winter. You're not going to see me going and filming the bad government in the wintertime, man. Like, yeah, they win. They win all the way from October till about March or April. The government wins, man. The battle is done. They took the fight out of me with the frost. Canadian Neighborhood Watch. Stay frosty. Yes, man. This is Canadian Neighborhood Watch, man. Literally, because I never leave my house, all these people are protected. Like, whenever they leave, they go do their thing. Their whole house is protected. I'm always home. I'm always listening. Any car that comes down here, it's a dead-end street. Boom. I'm watching it, man. Not one package has been stolen in our neighborhood. Nothing. No cops come down here no more. I got a good friend there. I've got a good friend there. And That guy's not my friend anymore, but he used to be my friend. Neighbor over there is fucking awesome, man. Really good neighbor, man. So yeah, I have a really good life here. That thanks for following me, guys. Thanks for following the creator. Thanks for being here. Let me show you these sunflower seeds again, man. Man, I can't believe that my internet connection, it turns on in my phone. You know when you're on mobile data and then you turn off the like your internet data, like from the house and stuff? I can't believe it just keeps connecting. Like it turns on in my phone without me turning it on. I guess they really want me to save on my mobile plan, but like shit, I pay for a good mobile plan, man. I don't need to save no money. I need to use my 60 megabytes of, or whatever it is, 60 gigabytes. So I don't know. I think when I leave my house tomorrow or this afternoon for the walk, I'm just going to turn that router off, man. So yeah, so I'm going to take another walk in maybe about 2-3 hours. I'm just going to go by myself. My dog's over at her friend's house. I'm going to go get my dog's food. I cooked some fresh chicken and some fresh meatballs for my dog today, guys. Yeah, man, my dog is so spoiled, man. Thanks for being here. I'm going to let you guys go. Bruce is an amazing donkey. Sunflowers, my personal favorite to grow. Okay, those sunflowers, they're heirloom sunflowers, which mean there's no GMO, genetically modified, whatever it is. They've been like grown the same way for like over 50 years. They grow 12 feet high. The head grows 18 inches big. Those sunflower seeds, they're edible, and you can replant them. So there used to be a train station down here on the left hand side that's all overgrown grass, and you know what I mean. So I'm trying to get all of them sunflowers to grow where that train station used to be, where all the overgrown bullcrap is. I bought a John Deere riding lawnmower, so I cut the grass from that corner all the way to the train tracks, all the way to the back, all the way up to the side of this lady's house. So that other area, I can't make it look good unless I grow all giant sunflowers there. So pretty much over the next like 10 years, I'm going to be getting cardboard from the recycling place down the road. There's a place we put our cardboard, and I'm going to cut holes in the cardboard, put the cardboard down, and I'm going to overgrow all of this stuff right here. I'm going to overgrow all that crap right there. And so, because I sit in my window there and I have coffee and everything in the morning, and I want to look at these sunflower seeds. Look at the big difference between this one that grew to almost the 12 feet mark. Look at it, it's almost breaking. It's leaning over so much. This one grew almost like 10 feet out of the 12 feet because it's on flat ground here. But look where the hill starts. You see how they start getting smaller? I don't think the water settles down into the ground for the roots enough. And then I planted them over here, and they didn't even grow at all. They didn't even grow at all, man, because this is the end where the snowplow puts all the stuff from this road in the city over there, and it's all salt and all oil from the road maybe and everything, and all rocky, like it's really crappy ground, and it's on a hill. So these ones didn't grow. So next year I'm going to whippersnipper it back a little bit and start on the flat, and then year after year I'm just going to do piece by piece, and I'm going to cover all of that. Yeah, I just do my lawnmower right there, tractor all the way to the track, all the way behind the whole house, all the way up to that lady's house. I got carpal tunnel in my hand, so I had to go and I had to buy that John Deere lawn tractor. Literally, I couldn't push my lawnmower from, like, say here down to that bush and back. My hand would get so sore that I had to stop for like 10 minutes and then push again. So I had to go and freaking buy this thing, man. I didn't want to buy that, man. And then I realized I seen a neighbor over there. He probably spent like $2,000 on a little electric lawnmower that has this. It just goes and does it all itself, man. I was like, fuck. I could have just put the electric fucking AI robot out there, and I could have just had an AI robot doing it for me. I could have saved $2,000. We wouldn't have to do all these oil changes and all these other bull crap, man. I was just so mad. Maybe I should just sell that John Deere. I had it for 2 years. I only got 11 hours on it. So maybe next year I'll use it one more year, try to get most of my money back, and then I'll frickin' those are morning glories. They're morning glories. I messed up this year. It's first time planting, but I put it in a box. Next year I'm gonna put lattice here and lattice along there, like this kind of stuff right here. I'm gonna put this. I got big pieces. I'm gonna put it like about up like this high, and I'm gonna put all kinds of good dirt in there, and then I'm gonna grow morning glory all the way up and down, guys. It's gonna look freaking amazing, man. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for following the creator, man. I hold the government accountable. Right now, I'm just at home. I'm waiting for a sunny day so I can go and stand outside of the cop shop and protest the cops and get a couple videos while I'm doing my live stream instead of just walking my neighborhood. Because even today, I got on the corner over there and there's some Halloween decorations, right? And I'm like, oh my God, Halloween decorations. And a guy across the street tells me, hey man, everybody doesn't want you filming their stuff. Like, filming their stuff? Why would they have pretty Halloween decorations outside? And why would I not want to show it to the 300 people watching my live stream, these 300 champions? I want to show you guys my neighborhood. Why are you having pretty stuff if you don't want people to look? And you know what I mean? I'm not the type of person to film civilians, but that guy, he was an asshole, man. Like, he didn't even have to. Like, I'm like, if you want to be on camera, I start zooming in. I start zooming in on him. I'm like, well, if you really want to be on camera, like, I'll show the whole neighborhood what you're like then. I bet you the 300 people that are on my stream right now are the 300 people who live in my neighborhood, and they just want to hear what I'm saying. I'm like, all right, you do what you got to do, man. It's still giving me 300 hours. It's giving me 300 watch hours. So yeah, I'd really need those 4,000 watch hours, guys, because I got a lot of subpoenas. I've got to go deliver to the cops. I've got a lot of court issues to do. So yeah, I really need those watch hours, man. That's why I'm on these lives like hardcore right now. But one of my neighbors told me, like, well, we have a lot of conversations about a lot of things in life. One of my neighbors told me that I should actually have had a podcast on Spotify a long time ago, because I just don't shut up, man. And I love the sound of my own voice. Like, I'm such a narcissist that the sound of my own voice is like, it's so soothing and relaxing. Like, no wonder I love my life. Wouldn't you love your life if you had a deep, sexy voice like this? Just joking, guys. Hey, man, guys, I know it's mostly guys here. Don't leave me, man. Don't leave me. There are a couple girls here, man. You know I got a good voice, right? So, yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm going on my hour almost, so I need to smoke every half an hour. I usually smoke every 20 minutes, my friends. Sometimes every 10 minutes, man. A lot of people, you guys maybe got nightmares. You know how people say, I get nightmares and stuff, and I can't sleep at night. Man, I don't got nightmares, guys. I got daymares, man. Yeah, man, I got daymares. If you listen to some of the stuff I'd be talking about, you would have daymares too after listening to me, man. I don't mean to give you guys daymares. I just mean to wake up society to what's going on, right? And the haters that are in the comment section that are yelling at me and I'm not even reading it, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, because you're absorbing the information I'm telling you, right? I love speaking to the choir. I love speaking to you guys. I love talking to you guys who appreciate what I'm saying. But I'm not going to change anything if just 150 of us out of 300 people that are in this room just go into another room and don't engage with the people that don't agree with us, right? So we have to engage with the people who disagree with us, and we got to change their minds. I could sing to the choir all day, right? We can be singing to the choir all day, and they can just surround the choir, and they can all send us on a train track like that in some box cars over a policy where they can just tell your grandma to go to a special shower where she's never going to come out, and you're going to go to the working camp to concentrate. So we need to challenge authority. The smallest right they take away leads to bigger rights they take away. So we cannot give up, not even our smallest right. Loose Screw News, you've been here for another hour. You guys are champions. Thank you for your love, and I love you back. I'll talk to you later.